Hello and welcome to Table of Geequals, episode 10. I'm the host, PigMonkey, and with me is the host,
Alex.
And I'm back.
You're back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Well, you know, reality interferes. You have to work and pay bills.
That's what they say.
Yeah, well, it sucks a lot, but I'm very glad to get the work that I do. So.
True.
Pays very well.
I'm glad you're back. I mean, we had a great time with Gavin, but it's great that you're back for number 10.
10.
I'm surprised.
I'm surprised. I usually don't stick to things this well. Usually I just...
Well, and it was touch and go there for a while.
Yeah.
You missed 8 and 9, but you're back.
That is very true.
So.
But I'm back, and I'm very happy to be here. And with us tonight is... we have Dan Schreiber.
Dan.
How's it going, man?
Buddy.
Yeah. Oh, you're
quieter.
not here.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, he's not here.
Ooh.
Yeah, he forgot all about when the recording time was. So he's you know what? I think we should talk for him. I think we should just make shit up for what's going on with Dan.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Is that...
Yeah, that sounds like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm stupid Dan. Does that sound like him?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
perfect.
cool.
That's How's it going, stupid Dan?
No, things aren't good because I'm so stupid. Just don't tell him I did this because he's a lot bigger than me and I think he could hurt me.
What have you done recently, stupid Dan?
Oh, I ate poop because I'm a big stupid head.
For the listeners at home, PigMonkey almost spat out his coffee. That was a spit take in the making right there.
Poo eating jokes kill me.
We have his weakness,
So, Dan-
ladies and gentlemen.
All right, and also with us is Mavs.
I'm actually here.
You are actually
I was actually
here.
the first one here, and I brought donuts.
Yeah, that makes
Congratulations.
it.
If you guys want me to do Mav's voice, just let me know and I'll just...
Okay,
You know
well,
what?
I want you and Mavs to have... Dan, say hello to Mavs.
Oh, hello, Mavs. Yeah.
Dan, good to see you here tonight.
No. Stupid Dan.
Stupid Dan.
Stupid Dan. Stupid Dan. What are you doing this weekend?
I don't know. Probably staying home and crying because I'm so stupid. Just don't tell him I did this because he's a big man. He will beat me up.
Stupid Dan. How much do you bench press?
Oh, I can't bench press anything because I'm so stupid. Yeah.
I don't know why this is so funny.
Oh, man.
We're gonna
Hi,
play
Mavs.
We're gonna play this for Dan.
Yeah,
Oh, of course.
Well, hell no. This is going on the podcast. Hi, Mavs.
Hey, yeah. So Stupid Dan is over there just stupiding it up, and yeah, PigMonkey Alex. I'm glad to be here on Table of Geequals.
What's new with you?
What's new with me? I am living the Cosmo Kramer lifestyle. The bagel shop's been on strike for the last 7 years, so I'm just trying to wait for that to sort itself out, and then go back to work. No, actually, I just finished up an internship with Global Halifax, so I was working on their morning show, working on their following some VJs, and now just trying to figure out what I'm going to do this summer. It was pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Were you doing sports casting?
Wasn't doing sports casting, was doing more news stuff. But I am doing some sports casting coming up. Eastlink's got me doing some soccer play-by-play in the summer.
Nice.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah.
Okay.
Doing my sports thing as fast as I can.
You know, sports have no place here.
I know, I'm well aware.
Unless it's Quit It.
I tried to make a Bo Jackson reference at Geeks for, I think it was Knock Out the Nerds, and I almost got booed out of the building.
Know your audience.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Probably.
figured
It's
maybe-
not... I don't think they booed you. I just think there was, like, crickets. Like,
Yeah.
Confusion.
It wasn't even. I made a Bo Jackson reference because it was the Tecmo Super Bowl, one of the greatest video game athletes of all time. Then I made a reference once to. I made a reference to Jordan due to Space Jam, but then I broke out. I think I broke out Dante Culpepper, and the crickets were there. The crickets were there for Dante.
What's a Dante Culpepper?
Dante Culpepper is a quarterback last for the Oakland Raiders, and his knee.
What's an Oakland Raider?
An Oakland Raider is a football player.
What's a football player?
A football player is a game that's played by throwing a
Wait
ball
a
with
second,
your
we're
hand.
asking the wrong person. Hey, stupid Dan, what's a football player?
I don't know. I'm too stupid. I think they throw baseballs around or something.
The best thing ever.
What's a baseball, stupid Dan?
I don't know. It's made from pigskin, I think. I don't know.
Who's your favorite baseball team, stupid Dan?
My favorite baseball team is the New Orleans Doctors.
Oh, man.
Can you be a regular guest, Stupid Dan?
Stupid Dan's always here.
I can't wait till we ask stupid Dan a question when regular Dan shows
Yeah,
up.
that's gonna happen.
Yeah, and his fucking bassy voice will chime in, and I'll be like,
So, Mavs, tell us, where's your geek?
Where's
apart
my
from
geek?
sports.
Apart from being a big sports geek, my geekness is in 80s movies and video games.
Nice.
Video games and 80s movies.
And like any video games or just 80s video games?
Any video games. I just recently broke out Xbox Original, not Xbox One.
Oh, yeah?
And had all my Nintendo emulations and had a nice Nintendo game night. It was great. And then broke into
On Xbox?
On Xbox, yeah, because I got I got an emulator loaded into it, so I could play all old Nintendo, old Super Nintendo.
that sounds illegal.
I owned all the games growing up.
No, you didn't, liar.
Speaking of
Stupid Dan,
emulators,
shut up!
I'm sorry.
I'm actually I finally got my notice that my Ouya is coming.
Ouya?
You never heard about
No,
this?
what is Ouya?
It was a Kickstarter a few months back, or maybe a year ago. I don't even know. And it was basically it's an open open source, open concept console.
Oh, I've heard of this.
Yeah, I pretty much just plays games that you can play on your Android phone, but on a TV. So like, it's not going to be the most powerful system by a long shot, but I don't know. People are pretty excited, I guess, about the idea that you can load up emulators on it pretty easily. Mm-hmm. So I'm probably going to get rid of like assuming some of the games that I enjoy are going to be on there. I'll probably get rid of my my Super Nintendo, my N64.
Oh, don't do that, man. Put it in a closet somewhere and sell it when you're 40.
I'll sell it now.
I know a lot of
honestly.
people that are looking for Nintendo 64s now. Just hold on to it.
I don't know.
Don't get rid of it, man.
No.
It just holds up space. Plus, I like the idea of using that money and putting it away, and I don't know.
But
I
you
understand, but you're going to get, like, maybe if you sell it on Kijiji, you're going to get, like, $20-25 for it.
See, here's the thing. And I agree. Usually people get, like, totally boned on Kijiji, but if you don't care and people start lowballing you, you can just be a dick about it. Say, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever done that? Just
Yep.
been a complete dick because people are lowballing you? Just like...
Stupid Dan, how much would you pay for a Nintendo 64 on Kijiji?
I don't know what they're worth. Probably $1,000.
There you go.
Sold.
Sold.
Deal. I'll go get my wallet.
But no, I hear what you're saying there. But think about how you can get. Some,
Well, I'm not going to go out and sell it right away.
You could get even more cash later if
Or
you just stick it in a
I
closet.
could get less, depending. You never know. You know how things are going to be. Maybe society will collapse and video games won't be worth anything anymore.
It's a good point.
A la Defiance.
A la Defiance. Yeah, that's right. I still haven't played that or watched that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a great show. It's worth seeing. The way they're playing it up actually is really interesting. There are really like 2 or 3 post-apocalyptic shows out now. You've got Falling Skies. You've got Defiance, and there was another one that I can't remember now.
I haven't seen any of them.
No. Anyway, maybe there wasn't, and I'm just making it up in my head. Anyway, Defiance has some real interesting aspects because you've got all these different races, and you've got a lot of tension. Between the alien races who came to Earth and the humans who it's our home. So there's some really interesting tension, and people make horrible mistakes. This is what I'm liking about Defiance. Like 2 episodes ago, there's this race of aliens who are kind of like nature worshippers, like old Celts or Native American Indians.
They're druids.
And their leader saved the town, and as he was saving the town, the sheriff shot him, and he's basically in a coma with his people, which has created no end of tension. And the things keep coming back to haunt everybody in the town. So it's really it's worth a peek. I would say give it 3 episodes.
Yeah, it's just a time thing.
Yeah,
like, honestly,
no. I would just say if you give it 3 episodes and you don't like it, then you're probably there's nothing redeemable about it. Yeah. But I just can't see that, Alex. I know you pretty well, and I think you're going to enjoy it.
Do you have any episodes?
Yeah.
Cool. You lend them. Yeah. I wanted to mention you're a video game guy.
Yeah.
Have you played The Last of Us yet?
No. What is it?
What?
The Last of Us. No, I have not heard of it.
What?
Keep in mind, I'm like old school video game guys, and mostly sports guys.
I apologize.
Sports video games. Now, tell me about Last of Us.
Okay, so it's I have a PS3, and I mostly just use it as a Blu-ray player. I play Saints Row the Third on it because you can beat people to death with a giant purple dildo. But
can you wear a bunny suit at the same time?
Probably.
I think you can. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome. George Carlin would be proud.
There's a Sony exclusive out called The Last of Us, and it's a post-apocalyptic game. It takes place 20 years after the apocalypse, and it was basically a fungal infection got into our food supply and turned people into like fungus zombies.
Oh, neat.
Kind of like, you know how when the certain species of fungus takes over the certain species of ant, it like kind of zombifies it.
Yeah.
Makes it do things. Anyway, The Last of Us is just, it's amazing. I am so happy I have a PlayStation 3. Anyway, that's kind of been taking up a lot of my free time the past week. I don't know if you have access to a PlayStation 3.
Shut up, Thor! I'm playing a video game.
No, I'm not that heartless.
Your son actually comes before killing zombies?
Yeah.
What kind of fucking nerd are you?
The one who is trying to raise a responsible young man. That's not funny.
Good.
It's just...
it's not very geeky or nerdy.
No, it's not. I draw the line at my son.
That's a noble cause. That's a noble cause. On the PlayStation,
I lost the respect of most of my listeners.
on the PlayStation thing, I'm born an Xbox guy. I'm going to die an Xbox guy until at least December when they force me to go online, force me to have a camera on, and then I'm not going to be an Xbox guy anymore. I'm going to PlayStation.
We might as well talk about it.
Yeah. Actually, today, like about 3 hours ago, I saw an article come up online that Xbox has rescinded what it previously said about its Xbox One, or as it's affectionately called X-Bone. Now, the X-Bone. They're going to not have it check in on the internet every 24 hours, and you do not have to pay in order to trade your video games. However, the giant baleful eye sitting on top of the computer that is always on, the camera that you cannot do anything about, is still there.
So it's great. They've rescinded. They've said, "Oh, we were wrong."
They didn't. No, that's it. They haven't said they were wrong.
True.
They just got rid of it. They went, "Hey guys, suck my cock." And when everybody went, "I'm not sucking that," they went, "Oh." Okay, well, you don't have to suck our cock then.
But I thought the console that wasn't going to be online and allowed share games was going to just be the Xbox 360. Yeah. You don't like that? Well, why don't you just get a 360?
Yeah, that was their answer. Everybody has a 360, and you won't sell anymore, dipshit.
The thing is, Microsoft, let's discount the fact that they've already slapped all their customers in the face, and people shouldn't want to get into the Xbox right now.
I sense.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, look! A talking pig. How's it going?
What's
rude?
I know.
How's it going, man?
It's good. It's good. Things are good. Things are hectic.
You're moving?
Yeah. We're moving across the bridge to the dark side, which is good. It's a really nice place. But,
Come to the dark side.
Oh, fucking Sith Lords everywhere.
That's where they
They're
live.
actually
Dartmouth.
crackheads.
Dartmouth is packed with Sith Lords.
Shit.
Bath salts.
Sith Lords
Good for so much more.
and
than
bath
bathing.
salts. So yeah, the
Basically, like, okay, they've already slapped their entire consumer base in the face, but if it was such an easy fix, I have to imagine that the first day it came out, all the pirates and everything would have immediately circumvented their little checks
on the Xbox One.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Xbox One.
The Xbox One has been rescinded. They've taken away.
Really?
That's what we're talking about.
Amazing.
They got rid of the having to check every 24 hours, and they got rid of having to pay to trade. But they've already just stuck their thumb in their ass as far as their customer base. I personally, if I were into console gaming, I wouldn't get an Xbox just to explain to them, to make them understand just how, just what a huge fucking slap in the face they gave to everybody who supports them. And when everybody complained, they went, we don't care.
Yeah.
Go get an Xbox 360.
Yeah. Like, I swear to God, if I had some other way as just my own little peon self of telling Microsoft how to go fuck themselves in a way that they would hear it, I would do it. Because this Xbox One fiasco is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. They are not taking into account their fan base. They're not taking into account their market. And from what I understand, recently, what was it that happened at, was it E3? With the towers, the high-performance gaming PCs that were hidden under the Xbox One displays.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, if you wanted to try the Xbox One, you could go to the Xbox One area and play. Except it wasn't actually the Xbox One, it was gaming PCs.
Yeah. It was greasy as fuck.
That is completely grease. That's just a great. Well, that's a nice
Well,
advertisement.
all
That's an
that does
advertisement
is
for
say
PC
what
gaming.
Yeah, that just says what I've been saying all along, and that is PC gaming is better than console gaming.
Yeah.
And I have yet to see anything prove you get better games. You have more buttons, so you have more options.
Yeah.
Just more fun in my mind. But I mean, there will be people who will go out. You have your X clones.
Stupid Dan, do you play the PC or console gaming?
Is that me? We're
No.
talking me?
No, I'm Stupid Dan.
Right.
I was the one that took over while you weren't here. What was your question, man?
Stupid Dan, Xbox One. Give us your thoughts, please.
I don't know what an Xbox One is. I like the Nintendo Wii.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I predicted that before you showed up. I said, how about we don't have Stupid Dan when real giant Angry Dan is here?
I see.
Just don't listen to the beginning of this episode and you'll be good. I mean, I'll be good.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. It was just
Hey,
you had it coming.
You roll up 20 minutes late to a podcast, you get what you deserve.
But you're in the middle of a move. I can understand
man.
in the middle of a move.
Oh,
That's the
well,
worst.
shit happens.
Well, you
but
lose
still.
you lose track.
Well,
and
fuck.
that's fair enough.
I got downstairs and everybody's like, "So, what time is it?" I was like, 9:42. What the fuck do you want? They're like, "Are you remembering something? You forgetting something?" I was like, "Oh, bag of dicks." I totally forgot.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, this one's on me. I can own that.
No, it's, like you said,
It's all in good fun.
There's nothing.
No,
There's nothing wrong with showing up late as long as you show up
And for what it's worth, Stupid Dan filled in for you fucking great.
brilliantly. And Stupid Dan is going to become a regular
Oh, yeah.
on the show.
This is your legacy, Dan.
Stupid Dan's gonna suffer a 42nd trimester of abortion. I'm just kidding.
But
Yeah, I love you. I love
It's
you.
all good.
so before Stupid Dan
Dies.
got in on the Xbox One PC debate, I've been more a console guy than a PC gaming fella. I just, I understand I can get a controller for my PC, but I just rather have the simplicity of putting the game in the console and playing it, as opposed to getting a game and hoping my computer is good enough to run it. That has always been the one aspect of PC gaming that I've hated, because I remember back when I got burnt with NHL 96, it wasn't working on my Microsoft Windows 3.1, and it killed me.
That was a rough winter.
You were using 3.1 and 96.
Yes.
There's your problem.
I understand completely, but
it's those experiences that
Yeah.
The thing with consoles is you don't need to know what you're doing to play. If you have a shitty computer and you try to play like a really advanced game, it's gonna kind of give you this impression that gaming PC. What's an internet? What's going on?
It's kind of funny because like consoles are to video gaming what Macs are to general computing. The Mac is the PC for somebody who just doesn't want to fucking deal with the issues of having a PC. If my computer has a virus, I want a little frowny face that says Mac is sad, make Mac better.
Does it actually do that?
Well, it's a little bit of an exaggeration, but Macs are a lot more user friendly. They're
Bullshit.
They don't have shit for software support. They suck for gaming, but what they do very easily.
Sure. They use one button.
Yeah.
Well, actually, not anymore.
Like for my mom. My mom has a laptop and she can use it. God bless her. She's 70 years old and she does not have problems with this thing. If I wanted to use it, it would drive me up the wall because I wouldn't be able to do shit that I wanted to do, and I wouldn't be able to fix it if it broke down, and I wouldn't know anybody who could fix it if it broke down. And
then when you got to get it fixed, because it broke down, it would cost you 10 times what it would cost to have a PC fixed.
Exactly.
But I find that the Mac is so good for doing creative stuff with it.
Oh, absolutely.
For doing Photoshop, video editing, audio editing.
You can do all that,
like
but you can do all that on the PC.
I understand. No. I understand you can do all that on the PC, but it drives me insane when someone wants to buy a Mac for $1,700 when all they're going to use it for is Facebook.
Yeah,
that drives me nuts.
But my point was there that like a Mac is a plug and play computer to a greater degree than a PC, than like a Microsoft Tower, a Dell Tower, any sort of Intel system. A console is the same thing for gaming. It's like you say, you take the CD, you put it in, you play your fucking game, and you don't have to worry about your console becoming obsolete next week. It's going to become obsolete.
I'm not
2
shitting
years
on
from now.
consoles.
No, they have their use. Particularly, I'm a fighting game fan, and you will not find a Street Fighter permutation on a PC that is going to be superior to one on an Xbox or a PlayStation. However...
Superior? No. Equal? Absolutely.
Doubtful.
You have to play with a gamepad.
Yeah.
But you can't play, like, Street Fighter with a keyboard.
No.
But you can plug in a USB gamepad and play it just as easily off your computer as you can off of a console.
But even if that wasn't the case, even if fighting games, as an example, or first-person shooters if they were superior on a console, it wouldn't really matter because every other game you play is better on a PC. Graphically superior, they're supported more, you're going to get all the patches you need and every fucking mod in the world. PC gaming is essentially going to be the future of superior gaming, in my opinion.
I think that's a fair assessment.
But do you think that goes into the Steam model now as well, where you get the little Steam box that gets in your living room, and you run with that as your PC gaming?
Well, I think that's certainly going to become more and more prevalent because honestly, if my option as a shut-in gamer is going to be get my lazy ass out of my house to an EB and pick up a hard copy of a game, or move my mouse around my screen, click, and I have it for the same price.
Less price.
Or cheaper. I mean,
the thing is, you don't actually own it when you download it. You own a license, but you don't have it. Mm-hmm. So, any kind of catastrophe has that. I'm not familiar with Steam. Do they keep a track of what you've purchased? So if you erase everything,
you have an account.
Yeah, you have a Steam account. Yeah, I've never heard of anybody like having games taken away from their Steam account or anything like that. I mean, it's always been user-friendly, as far as I know.
I remember somebody telling me that Steam keeps track of the amount of hours you've been playing.
Yep.
I don't want. That's why
That's
don't want
depressing.
Steam.
I don't want to know that.
I really don't want to know that. I really don't want to know like how many hours I've spent playing tower defense or
too many.
I have flashbacks.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. Wake up in the middle of the night. Machine guns! What?
Upgrade!
Yeah.
There are too many!
On a bit of a tangent to the video game thing, on Reddit, I came across a video called I Broke Star Trek.
Okay.
It's by this guy, BIRGIRPALL, Burger Pal. That's how I read it.
Okay.
Anyway, it's like a 12-minute video. He has tons of these videos where it's just him and his friends playing video games, but either there are ridiculous bugs or have you ever played Surgeon Simulator? No. It's ridiculously hard and just anyway. Put a link to this on the podcast thing because, I Broke Star Trek. It's 12 minutes long and I can't remember the last time I laughed that hard. It's all the stupid, ridiculous bugs in the game that make ridiculous movements happen to Spock and Kirk as these two guys are playing the game. And anyway, I know it doesn't translate well to explaining it on a podcast.
Well,
but
definitely
do check it out.
And while you're checking that out, and we're talking about Star Trek, check out Happy in Paraguay. It's a guy has gone through and lip synced new words over people in Star Trek.
Oh my god!
So it doesn't make any sense at all, but it's like these weird conversations going on.
Yeah.
And it's Happy in Paraguay. He's done a whole series of them, but this one in the middle just made me riot. And John Roy and I both say that if you're ever feeling down and you need a laugh, you just pop on Happy in Paraguay, man.
So it's not like a plot or anything like that.
No,
it's just
no.
Is it even sentences? Or?
Well, yeah, but they don't make a whole lot of sense. Like everybody's talking about apple juice. I want some apple juice. Because it just matches apple juice, matches the lip movement of Geordi. And for some reason, Geordi's like a gang member out of L.A. It's wrong. It's wrong, right, but it's so funny. It's definitely worth listening to. Anyway, maybe we should get on to the Week in Geek, eh?
Yeah, seriously.
Before we get on to the Week in Geek, there's a couple of things that have happened today that are worth
James
mentioning.
Gandolfini.
James Gandolfini.
Yeah, I just saw that right before I came out here.
Yeah.
I just heard it here.
Yeah, rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace, Gandolfini, and rest in peace any Sopranos spin-off
that never should have happened.
That he even was thinking about.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that show didn't need anymore.
You guys didn't want to see the movie?
Nope.
No.
Not remotely. No.
You know what? It bookended nicely.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't open-ended. It was, like... It was fine. I don't want to... It would be like reopening the series just so that they could close it again. Yeah.
You like the open-ending... closing, if you will.
Yeah. Like
I'm not a fan of stopping in the middle of a fucking sentence. I think that was a bit weak. But there you go.
I didn't watch Sopranos.
Oh.
Wah, wah, wah. Also, well, let's start with go back to Alien Invasions because we were talking about
Alien Invasions.
We were talking about Defiance and Falling Skies, and Falling Skies is back, and yes.
So
I haven't had a chance to see
what's
any of
the friend or foe question? Are the new aliens friends or foes?
Well, I
haven't seen any of the show.
It's not really answered. Basically, for anybody who doesn't know the synopsis of the story, is aliens come to Earth and decimate the planet. Like 1 in every 10 humans, if they're lucky, is left alive to form a resistance because they're just rooting out humans and killing them and taking the children and putting these giant centipede bugs on their spine, which turn them into mindless slaves and change them into something else.
I'm already filled with rage.
It's pretty cool because, like, the first episode of it, they say the aliens came and we lost, and it's just about these survivor resistance bands,
which is really the only realistic way to portray an alien invasion on Earth.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to assume an alien civilization is going to be aware of possible pathogens. So you're not going to get the War of the Worlds ending, where like, oh my god, our benign microbes killed them. Yay! You have to imagine they prepare for that and then just obliterate everything. Yeah. And that is kind of what's like. I know I don't think anybody here has seen Man of Steel. Have you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Without giving anything away, anything that you wouldn't be able to surmise from the trailers, aliens come and wreck shit.
Yes.
Like, there was a report done that the amount of damage that the aliens do to Metropolis is $700 billion.
Yeah.
At least 129,000 dead,
See,
with 350,000 missing.
God.
See, this is why I like spoilers, because I would not go see Superman.
You need to go see Man of Steel.
Like, I would not go see a Superman movie. I saw the first Superman movie. I believed a man could fly, and that's all I needed, because I was like 8.
You need to go see Man of Steel.
Well, now that there's an alien invasion and Metropolis gets decimated, I will go see Man of Steel. If you hadn't have said that to me,
it's like a disaster movie for.
Hold on one second, Derek. What was the name of the reviewer?
I don't know his name, but he's from the Toronto Sun or Toronto Star, some Toronto publication, and he said it was full of CGI garbage shit. The story sucked. And don't go see it. Whatever
he can
you do.
guzzle my cum.
Okay,
well,
listen,
I'm sure he can.
I don't think this would logistically be a hard thing.
No, he could probably do it.
He should.
As long as he's got a mouth and the ability to breathe through his nose, he's done.
All right, perfect. Send him over.
Send him a shot glass of your cum, man.
Beautiful.
We'll break it out. I think Derek's got one in his kitchen. You brought a copy of Crossed, so we can.
No, but this asshole, and same with all these critics who are shitting on this movie, it's a comic book movie. Mm. And I think one of the main things that they have a problem with, and I know I picked up on this watching the movie, oftentimes in comic books, because you're limited for space, it will go from talking about something to then immediately doing that something. Mm-hmm. Whereas in movies, you have the setup and then the progression, and then it happens.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That didn't happen in this film. Instead of the progression, it goes right from talking about it to doing it. Talking about it to doing it. Mm-hmm. There was no progression in the middle, which I guess could upset some traditional film buffs, but you're watching a comic book.
You know what? I'll tell you what. And this is going to be me being pretty vague. I'm going to try not to do the spoiler things. I fucking hate that.
Don't care.
Any problem that I had with that movie, and just for the record, I was probably about 3/4 happy with it. Any problem I had with that movie was not from a film standpoint, except for the volume. My problems were as a Superman fan.
Oh, you were a problem with
there
the
was
stuff
some
they did,
things
like that they changed?
Yeah.
I don't like Superman.
Mm-hmm.
I am more of a Marvel fan.
Yeah, me too, for the most part.
And I was not looking forward to having another Superman movie.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yep.
It was everything it was more than I could have hoped.
Overall, it was very, very good. I really did. I will never say that the money spent was not worth it, and people should go see this movie. However, there are some things.
Yeah,
that
certainly.
If you are a Superman
there's going to be
fan,
some things.
you will be disappointed by.
But that's always going to happen.
You know what? As a fan, I let go a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I realized that all of these movies and TV adaptations should just be that. Adaptations. It's the best possible screen portrayal of our favorites.
It's like the Christopher Nolan Batmans. They weren't Batman. They were a Batman miniseries. It's like having Batman the Cult on your like the Cult or Dark Knight Returns with one Dark Knight 2. But having both of those, like it's its own story, and it ends, and you don't go, that's not Batman. You go, that was a really cool Batman story, or that was a really not cool Batman story in some cases. But if people treated TV shows and movies like that, you probably wouldn't have the kind of fan hatred.
Yeah,
that.
But with regard to this guy saying Oh, it's just filled with CGI.
He just wasn't bribed to enough.
It's a movie about a Superman.
He was disappointed that Superman wasn't really flying in those scenes. They had to use CGI.
You mean he wasn't?
Apparently, for some of the scenes, they had to use CGI. I'm
Bullshit.
sorry.
Apparently he wasn't hooked to a helicopter.
No.
I've been spoon-fed lies.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
No,
you can make complaints about this movie, not those ones. That's fucking stupid.
The casting was amazing.
Casting was brilliant, except for Lois Lane. Could have done without her. Could
She
have done
didn't,
without
have,
Amy
she,
Adams.
didn't, she didn't have to be in the movie. No,
No. Lois is fine.
no,
Amy
I
Adams,
don't think Lois had to be in the movie.
Oh well.
And my God, Zod.
Oh, holy shit! Brilliant.
Michael Shannon. Has everybody seen the Michael Shannon reads the sorority letter video?
No.
Okay, put a link to that on the podcast as well,
I
because
need
it
to
is
see
amazing. There's a sorority letter that our sorority president wrote this email to all of her sisters.
Oh, was it like I'll kick you in the?
I'll cunt punt you.
Yeah,
that phrase
that's
is used.
the phrase I was looking for.
Yeah.
Punt?
Yes.
I'll kick you in the...
That's my
I'll
new
cunt
favorite.
punch you.
That's my new favorite word.
Yeah.
And so Michael Shannon, this intense guy, reads this sorority letter, and he like has a scotch in his hand while he's reading it, and it's like dramatic music and lighting, and it's just, oh my God, it's so good. Watch it. We'll put the link on the thing as well.
For one,
That dude is going to be somebody.
I love when those type of letters get out in the public.
Oh, I know.
Like whenever you see a letter from either sorority or someone that takes their fantasy baseball league or rec softball league way too seriously.
Anybody who takes
those are
life
the
way
best.
too
Yeah,
seriously.
you're just talking about the obsessiveness of geeks, regardless of.
But you know that like people need to know now that if you write something down, it's gonna get out.
Yeah, I okay. When I was 16,
I want to find this letter. I don't know what it's about.
My best friend
I
in
want to
high
find this letter.
school. My best friend in high school said to me something that I have never ever forgotten. This was just after a high school shitstorm, and we were hanging out, and he said, "You know what? Never write anything down you don't want anybody else to read." Mm-hmm. And I followed that solidly ever since, because I watched his life go to hell after that, and I'm like, yep, that's not for me. I'm never writing anything down, period. So I failed high school because of it.
I think we all have one of those stories, though. Like, if not us, then one of our friends has done something. Oh, and it just surprises me that it takes that long for that sorority president. So she's got to be like 20. You know, it's taken her that long to get to that point where she makes that mistake, and oh boy, was it a mistake!
No, she probably made a whole shit ton of mistakes.
It's the
before that. It's
first
just
mistake
like
to get out like that.
This one got publicized
and read by Michael Shannon.
And
at that point, is it really a mistake?
Was Michael Shannon a good General Zod, though?
Oh, he was amazing.
Because I watched a bit of Boardwalk Empire, and Michael Shannon's on that, and he's just a fucking solid actor. And obviously, I was a bit of a General Zod fan from the old Superman movies.
Well, yeah.
So I'm happy seeing him cast as that. I didn't know how he'd do, though.
Zod was better in this film than he was in the original as a character. Putting acting aside, as a character, Zod was far better. Michael Shannon made that character exponentially more impressive.
Nice.
Now, not quite as good as the portrayal of Zod in Lois and Clark: Adventures of Superman, but really, I don't think anything compares to Lois and Clark.
You can't even name the actor who was that. We've been through this.
Who was Zod? No, but Dean Cain was a damn fine Superman.
Your man crush is really disturbing.
Look, give me a Gene Hackman Lex Luthor any day.
Oh, man.
No, but in all seriousness, Zod was phenomenal.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because Zod is one of my favorite bad guys, and Michael Shannon's one of my favorite bad guys.
The great thing is, in the film, like any good bad guy, you see his motivation.
Yeah.
It's his love for Krypton, his love for the Kryptonian people and the Kryptonian way of life.
And his inability to extend his vision beyond what his job is.
Yeah, it's amazing. So everybody go see it. Fuck the critics.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that one critic. Because a lot of people are saying that it's a really good movie. This guy, maybe he is an idiot. That's possible.
But I'm also referring to the Rotten Tomatoes.
He just wasn't bribed enough.
The Rotten
That
Tomatoes
happens.
score is low,
Yeah, it's lower than Superman Returns.
Really?
Yep.
which
it
is
time.
bullshit.
Give it time; it'll change.
It was actually kind of funny because I went into this one and it felt like I got a little bit of my just desserts because I came out of Superman Returns like, it was pretty cool. I kind of liked that, but would it have been too much to ask to see Superman beat up a giant robot or some shit? You know, there was a little bit too much, like, not Superman in my Superman movie. But it was still okay. And it's like, you're not going to be able to see me because this is podcast land, but I'm holding my hand in front of me. And to my left, a ways, is like Superman Returns. And to my right a little ways, from my center hand here, is Man of Steel. And it's like my center hand is the perfect Superman. And then I wish the two...
Christopher Reeve.
Not quite. Not quite, in my opinion. But I would like it if they would just meet in the middle somewhere and have something that you could be both sort of emotionally bonded to and where he's kicking the shit out of some stuff.
So you mean that guy on Hollywood Boulevard that charges $5 a pick dressed as Superman?
I've never met him, but I think you should get tested for things now.
Zing!
You guys never seen those documentaries?
Yeah, I have
Well,
actually.
they care.
I saw a video where that guy, like, accosted someone
Yeah, they're all pretty nuts.
because, like, he took a picture with somebody without telling them that it was $5 and then harassed him for the $5. I don't know.
Really, it's $5, and that's how this guy makes his living. Now, granted, he makes it dressed up like a skinny Superman. Like, he doesn't really...
He doesn't fill out the suit.
Doesn't fill it out.
No, he does not fill out the S.
Mommy, why is Superman twitching? Well, sweetheart, he hasn't had a fix in half an hour. He's going to come find me now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be here in a second.
He's one of the 18 people who listen to our podcast.
20.
Now,
20. I apologize.
now 19 because he's no longer going to listen anymore.
Yeah, that's right.
I burned that
I like
bridge.
how you implied that he was going to be here in a second. Like he
Sorry,
dresses up
Method
as Superman to
Superman.
make $5, but he actually has superpowers. Make no mistake, this guy is fucking super.
Not only will he fly, he's got super hearing and he can hear this
Yes,
right
he
now.
heard that, and he's fucking. He's
on
also
his way
super
from
emotional, and that
California.
made him sad.
It's just out there looking for some kryptonite on that one-way street.
Oh, okay, well, so good reviews for Superman.
Yeah.
This
Falling
kind of
Skies.
came off of Falling Skies,
Somehow,
didn't it?
yeah.
Anyway, I was explaining Falling Skies, and
Okay, but the bottom line...
the aliens, we don't know. The new set of aliens sneak through onto Earth. They appear to be helping the humans, but none of the humans trust them.
And rightly so.
Well, yeah, and a lot of them
Well,
are saying when this other alien race, their ambassador is named Cochise, but when this other alien race shows up, are we going to be fighting them once they get rid of the people who conquered us? They don't know. They also have been helping this alien race build a giant something underground that they don't know what it does, but the aliens tell them it will get rid of...
We'll solve all your problems.
If I know my think like Hollywood hack super ability, the humans with any kind of intelligence whatsoever will probably put explosives either under or above this device that's in a cave, and when the bad guys do show that they're bad guys, they'll bring everything down on top of it, which is, what I would do if it were a role-playing game. That's how I think of things in writing. I go, okay, pretty much everybody is out to screw me. That's how I play role-playing games. I'm thinking up contingencies for every single person in my party.
It's good.
I'm
the Batman approach.
I'm Batman, yeah. Except
That's good
I'm not as
in-
intelligent
in
and I'm
my
not as well
campaigns-
read.
That's good, because in my campaigns, I usually have at least one party member working against the others.
Well, that's my campaigns too. That's
Yeah.
why I think about that. Yeah, so Falling Skies came back. That was awesome. You know what else came back? Finally, after a year of hiatus, we have Venture Brothers again. And the world is good. I miss Venture Brothers. I mean, Archer goes a long way to fill that Venture Brothers hole, but I am really, really beginning to love it again. The way they build their stories, the way they've aged the characters. I
don't watch.
It's worth it, man.
I don't know. I don't watch so much now. Apparently, that's one thing this podcast is doing for me. It's showing me how much I'm missing.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, Venture Brothers is definitely one of those things that it's now in season 5. They take their time. They do it how they want to do it. I'm sure they've got other projects, so they're doing it for fun. But they've come back and they've been solid and they've been hilarious. The Venture Brothers, Hank and Dean, have grown up over the last 5 seasons, and now Dean is an emo kid. He's started wearing black. Now he's still wearing like his same clothes, but they're all black now.
Now it sounds to me like the team, the creative team behind the show, they only make it if they have ideas. That's what it sounds like to me. Like they don't force it.
Yeah.
Like
they don't,
certain
It's
animated
a good approach.
TV shows.
Very good approach.
Yeah, don't force it. Just if we come up with an idea, cool, we'll make another season next year.
Yeah,
let's do it.
And it gives really, like, the writing is really solid and really funny. The characters are really, really funny, and they grow and change, which is not something you see in, we're really just about any cartoon anymore. You don't see characters grow unless it's like a really dark kind of adult cartoon. You don't see... Well, not that kind of adult cartoon.
What's a good cartoon without a tentacle monster?
So what you're saying is 5 seasons of great is much better than 20 seasons of, man, it was some good back in the day.
Yeah.
Why does everybody always have to talk about The Simpsons? God damn it.
Oh, it was... Yeah, well, because it's the longest running cartoon of all time. And it was the longest running cartoon up until season 10, and then they just rewrote the first 10 seasons.
It's like television necromancy. I don't know how they keep
it's
doing
undead
this.
television.
God.
Well, you have to think, like, yeah, okay, most of the original fan base probably aren't watching it anymore.
It's Saturday Night Live.
But, they continually pick up new fans. And
I
you know
suppose,
what? We don't like it anymore. You know why? Because now they're trying to appeal to the new generation. We don't matter. We are not.
That's a good point.
It's like MTV. You know, we complain and we complain and we complain, or Much Music or whatever. You know, I remember when they used to play music videos. You know why they don't?
Oh, that complaint.
Nobody wants to watch music videos.
We want to
We can
download
go
our
on
music
YouTube.
illegally.
YouTube watch them,
We can, go on YouTube. People want to watch trashy, reality TV because it makes them feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
So, of course, they're, why would they show anything else?
Yeah, you go where
Which
the
is
money
why
is.
I love reality TV, because in comparison, my life doesn't seem so stupid.
You know what really tends to shock people when I remind them of this? When I remind people that the saddest part of all these shows, especially Cops, is that these people have to sign a release.
Yeah.
So they not only did they have an embarrassing moment filmed, they willingly signed away their rights so that it can be
they
aired.
Got paid. I don't.
Oh, I know they got paid.
Yeah.
But
$50? That's like a case of beer.
I was just arrested for sucking my drug dealer's dick for a rock of crack in this back alley behind the school. Yeah, I got $25.
I can go get more crack.
$25 and your face blurred.
Not always.
Not always.
It's another $50 if they don't blur your face.
Seriously, these people, that's the saddest part of these programs.
Oh,
they
yeah.
But I mean, Cops is a really bad example because it's
any
not
of
even
these
on
stupid.
anymore.
No, it is.
Is it?
It's
Is it still running?
It's moving
Cops
to
will
Spike
never
TV.
be over.
Okay, Spike TV. I haven't watched. Spike
Cops
TV.
in some iteration will be around.
It will be.
yeah.
All of these.
I
TV shows
I saw
will be.
one called Bait Car. I watched about half an episode of a thing called Bait Car, where the cops put out a car for people to jack, and then they there's cameras in the car. the ignition is set to, like, they can kill
Explode?
the ignition when they want. They could. They
Yeah,
have their
I like
car-
that.
I would watch that show.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
I'd like to see what they did.
You wait until you break in and then car explode. Get
Why is-
huge ratings.
Why is every car in Russia now fitted with a dash cam?
Because everybody is like suing everybody for accidents that they cause. Like people throw themselves into people's cars.
That's why
people cause accidents.
That's why they all have dash cams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because insurance fraud is huge over there. Yeah. So if you're smart, you put a dash cam on, so that you can't you can say no, I got it all on camera.
So I know we saw like the shot of the meteor going across the sky and the minivan being launched 30 feet into the air.
No, the better shot with the whole meteor thing was not of the meteor. It was of the guy who was filming the meteor. Because he saw the goddamn thing and he's just driving because he's in fucking Russia. Like, he doesn't give a shit. Just fucking, okay, yeah, meteor. Whatever, man. Doesn't fucking matter.
Life is bitter for me anyway. Please hit me. I have ugly wife with very hairy armpits.
Over this way, stupid fucking meteor. Yeah, it was amazing. Like, the dude just didn't give a fuck.
Does anybody here read Game of Thrones? Does anybody here read Game of Thrones?
I do not.
I can't do it. I can't.
Then
I can't read George R. Martin.
Exactly. I think I think we should all be happy that the end of the show, like if the show catches up with the books, they'll do the ending.
What they were saying, and this was in that article that's up there. What they were saying is that book 4 is the weakest book of them, and book 5 is one of the strongest. So what they're going to do is pull the stuff from both books into the next season. So they're actually going to.
But then it will probably be 2 seasons worth of material.
Well, in this
season,
season,
one season, because the thing in book 5, apparently book 4. Has a bunch of characters that aren't really main characters. It goes off on side bits,
fucking tangents everywhere.
A lot of tangents. Whereas and it doesn't follow a lot of the favorite characters like Tyrion. So it's kind of weak. But book 5 is all about the main characters again, and you can't go after you film killing off half of all the main characters and then just introduce a bunch of new characters and tangents that are only going to be there for one season. So
if it expands the world, like the world of the story.
We're talking about television fans, though, man. I'm not really faulting anybody who's watching it. But what I'm saying is that, speaking as somebody who likes television shows, there's a lot of competition. And when it comes down to it, I only have so much time to watch stuff. And if you start introducing new characters in a season where I don't care, you would lose me with characters that I don't care about. What happened to this person? What happened to that person? And I will go and invest my time elsewhere, and you probably won't get me back.
Yeah, that is the biggest complaint that I've heard from anybody who's talked about Song of Ice and Fire is. There is book 4 falls the fuck off. And it's just walking around and trudging and fucking characters that don't mean anything.
It's Lord of the Rings.
It's Lord of the Rings, but so many more pages and with nobody that you know. The problem is somebody who shall remain nameless, who was just fucking way into this series, finished the 3rd book, which I guess is Storm of Swords. And just immediately put it down, picked up the 4th book, and I have not seen that kind of disappointment cross a person's face in my entire fucking life. Got to the end of the book and just stopped. Didn't even barely picked up a Dances with Dragons. Just went, I can't do this anymore. That was a waste of a book. So
that has happened to me with a couple of series. I mean, I love Dresden Files, and I almost there were a couple of books there. One, I think it was 9 and 13 ghost stories. Just made me almost walk away from the series just because it didn't carry on the great tradition of storytelling that they had established up until then. And then it's like, I think it's writers get tired of writing the same thing and go, you know what, I have to write a Song of Ice and Fire book, but nobody said it had to be about anything that you wanted to hear. Haha, self-sabotage. Fuck you, audience.
Damn it, George.
You know what, though? I think that's great that authors do that, if because it's his story to tell, and
but he's not paying, like, he's not footing the bill for it, and I will grant that, yeah, it is cool to be able to do, and he's George R.R. Martin, he's pretty close to death, and he really doesn't give a fuck what people think. He's over 70 now. He's really beginning to push it, as far as I understand. So.
I can't believe he's taking such sweet time to write these books.
I think he's going to die in the middle of the last book, just to be spiteful, and then have some weak ass writer take it over. George Lucas could write it after that.
Well, there's a pretty good chance.
And then Ewoks.
and then Jar Jar.
The Gungans showed up. That's what the Dornish were. No.
Misa no fight dragons.
Oh God, that's a painful image. The problem is too with George is, like, there was a joke going around that a lot of people have probably heard that, what's the difference between Twitter and A Song of Ice and Fire? It's that in Twitter you're only allowed to have 140 characters. So George may have written himself right. That's funny, guys. Zing. No, George might have written himself into a corner, like. If he's sitting there on page 1 of Winds of Winter going, well, shit, who do I write about? I don't know, maybe in Dances with Dragons he killed most of them off or some shit, but I wouldn't want to have to write that.
That's actually probably why he kills so many of his characters off.
Yeah.
Heck, I'm just going to piss everybody off so nobody reads
I imagine
this.
he has, like, an encyclopedia or, like, a ledger at his office, like, at his desk, of all the characters, and sometimes he just probably, like, takes random pages out and says, yep, all of them dead.
Yeah.
Yep, all of them dead.
He's got a dartboard.
Yeah, he's got the flowchart with a dartboard.
Yeah.
So we're coming to the end here. I just want to cover a few things from E3, game releases from E3. A lot of these I don't give a shit about, like Kingdom Hearts, don't care. Dragon Age, it was cool, but I don't care. Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh, God.
I loved Star Wars Battlefront. Or was that for the PS2, the one?
PS2 and PC.
PC,
and Xbox.
Yeah, I really, really did enjoy that. I'm looking forward to that again, a new build. And
people fucking love that game.
Yeah, man.
When I worked at EB, I sold so many copies of that.
It's a great game.
Yeah. No, I never got a chance to play it, but from what I heard, people really, really liked it. So, and when they announced that there's going to be another one, that and Kingdom Hearts being a sequel to that, and another Donkey Kong Country, there were a few Mirror's Edge sequel.
Yeah,
there were a few major sequels that people were just like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it."
Well, Plants vs. Zombies.
Yeah.
Plants vs. Zombies 2 is being released, and that is, like, probably has to rank with Angry Birds as the greatest time-eating video game ever.
Oh my God.
And they've released a number 2. I live in fear of this because I haven't even bothered playing the first one to its end.
That was a poop.
What was that?
That was a poop.
I didn't hear you.
You said they released number 2, and I said I'd like to release a number 2.
I'll just say this on Kingdom Hearts.
You have my permission. You may release number 2.
Say it again with the voice.
Yeah, stupid Dan. What do you want to do?
I swear to God.
I want to release a number 2. Stupid Dan poops himself.
Precisely 2 people are walking out of this apartment.
If it weren't Stupid Dan, you would be laughing, Dan. If it were anybody, if we had, like, Stupid Mavs, you'd be laughing your ass
Derek,
off.
Let's hear your Stupid
That's
Mavs.
possibly true.
Stupid Mav sounds exactly the same.
I want to hear it.
Oh, I'm Stupid Mavs. My name is after the Dallas Mavericks.
Exactly.
See,
it's funny. I've actually heard that voice and that sentence together many times before. Kingdom Hearts. I'm going to say that I want to see Robin Hood in that game. I need my Disney Robin Hood fix. I know it's
if you're going to put
I know it's put furries on the map, but give me Robin Hood and Kingdom Hearts.
Well, bottom line is, we now have a Kingdom Hearts where you can have all those other characters, but because it's Disney, you can now also have Star Wars characters and Marvel characters.
Yeah, I want to see Darth Vader and Iron Man. I don't think that's too much to ask.
How about Magneto versus Darth Vader?
Yes.
In Kingdom Hearts?
Magneto. Darth Vader is made of metal.
True. What about Professor
How are you
X?
going to hurt me with no arms and legs?
Professor X versus
a flight of stairs.
Vader? I give it to Professor X because he has inertia and won't move. It's like me versus
a flight of stairs.
A flight of stairs. Yeah, I'm just going to stand at the top of it and go, no, I'm not going down there.
Oh, hell no.
So I wasn't super excited for any of the games at E3, but I think it's next week or the week after. Deadpool comes out.
Deadpool.
Oh my god, it looks so cool. Have you seen?
No.
Oh my god,
that game is going to be insane.
Yeah, it's just Deadpool swearing, killing, like doing everything Deadpool should.
Yeah.
And if the game is a success, we can possibly hold out hope for a Deadpool film.
I think the film's going to happen regardless of the game.
No, but I mean a proper Deadpool film, like actually rated R.
That
Deadpool
would be awesome.
That would be.
I doubt it.
I know you doubt it.
Because of the Disney.
You know how hard it is to release our film and
know.
actually make money off it? People don't want to do that anymore.
Do you know
it's
what
gonna happen with Riddick.
Disney would never release an R-rated film, not anymore.
If they could see that it would be successful, I think they would.
Disney,
I
man.
think
It's
no,
Disney.
because
no. You know what? It's not
Disney
even owned
is-
by Disney. No, the movie rights for Deadpool isn't owned by Disney. It's owned by Fox.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Bam!
yeah.
Fox would do it. Woo!
That's true. Fox does good things.
Yeah. Didn't they own the rights to Daredevil? Didn't they make the Daredevil movie?
Yeah.
Well, there's a
No,
good...
I know. I recognize that. But if we get a rated R Deadpool movie, then you know it's going to be good because it's just going to be swearing, violence, and hilarity.
Directed by Quentin Tarantino.
Yes.
Oh,
No!
fucking hell yeah.
No.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes. Jackie Chan as Deadpool.
God in heaven.
Perfect.
Derek,
Yes.
you must have loved the Jackie Chan story from this week, where he was talking about Bruce Lee.
his-
fighting
yeah,
Bruce
yeah,
Lee.
yeah, of
Greatest
course.
story ever.
Yeah, that was awesome. Greatest story ever.
One question that I have for Derek. I gave you something tonight.
I did, and I actually skimmed through it quite thoroughly.
So what did I give you?
You gave me Crossed.
You can't let this go, can you?
No, I
you can't.
can't.
We're gonna mention something about Crossed every single episode here until everybody, all 20 people who listen to this podcast, have read Crossed.
19,
And go out and
19,
buy
don't
it.
forget about
He's
crackheads.
he's keeping Crossed relevant.
No,
It's for
that's
Gavin.
Gavin.
It's for
Gavin.
Gavin.
Oh,
Gavin's
okay.
keeping Crossed relevant
okay,
because he
okay.
keeps buying it.
There's the dialogue in here is very. It seems like it was written by like a 14-year-old that was high. It's just like
On
horse
bath
talk,
salts.
fucking motherfucker, dick and butt.
Can you find an excerpt of something across?
I would like
Read us a
I would
passage.
like Stupid Dan to read an excerpt
God.
from.
Let me find a good chunk here.
Wait, let's say that as stupid Dan.
Is this seriously what we've been reduced to?
Yes.
Yep.
Dear Lord.
Reduced?
Reduced.
I'd say
This is
Did you hear last week's
highbrow.
show? Yeah, this is fucking.
you don't listen to the
platinum.
podcast, do you?
Sometimes.
So while he's looking that up, this week at Michael's we are doing the fan appreciation night for Geeks versus Nerds.
Yes, we are.
I guess this gets released on Fridays, right? So
Friday.
So tonight, if you're listening to
if
it
you're
on
listening
Friday.
to this, come down to Michael's bar on Yonge Street at 5:30, and you too can see who we award the last 4 years of Geeks versus Nerds prizes to. And there's a lot of awards to be had. I don't have the list in front of me, but some of the awards are best dressed,
most
best
improved audience member,
most improved audience member, loudest a-hole
audience member.
audience member.
Ah, shit.
Person shot
I was
most
really
by
hoping for that
PigMonkey.
one.
Yeah, Well, that's Nerf Target.
Right.
There was... there are some really, really fun ones. Literary Genius Award.
Best stage costume.
That's Best Dressed Male, Best Dressed Female, and Captain Cosplay, who's come the most, including the
I've come the
audience.
most. But just I have nothing to do with who wins. I'm just throwing my opinion out there.
Okay.
Mallory Moores for female. She comes dressed like almost every show she's in, and she kills it. Mallory's my buddy. She kicks ass. She gets my vote. But that's neither here nor there. Well, who cares what I think?
I care what you think.
I'll just be there having a beer watching. Gosh darn it.
So that's from 5:30 to 7. We're doing it's just awards and.
All right, I found an excerpt for you guys to.
All right,
for me to read.
Shit.
Stupid Dan, please read us an excerpt.
You want Stupid
Dan? Oh
Dan?
yeah, it's got to be Stupid Dan.
I'm gonna kick somebody's ass before I leave.
All right, I think you should kick Mav's ass, but here we go. Only heard nigger once, but queer and cocksucker racked up a half a dozen each. Faggot was pretty much off the scale. That wasn't in context at all, but yes, the N word, the Q word, and the C sucker word were all in, and faggot were all in one word bubble. So if you're offended, maybe don't read crossed.
That was the most offensive paragraph I've ever heard.
Maybe write Garth Ennis a letter.
Yeah,
That was pretty.
Remember, Stupid Dan said that, and
that guy's an ass.
Stupid Dan's an ass.
Stupid Dan.
Real Dan does not endorse Stupid Dan.
No, Real Dan has nothing to do with Stupid Dan.
I love how Stupid Dan is now. We're gonna make shirts.
Stupid Dan?
Of Crossed,
live reading.
read by Stupid Dan.
Right.
I don't even know what crossed is.
Well,
Well then.
No, I shouldn't have said that.
I've got some reading for you to do. It's high literature.
yeah.
In one manner
By
of
high
speaking,
literature,
I'm sure it is.
If by high literature you mean torture porn,
Or you have to be very high to think it's remotely
high on bath
decent.
salts.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So that's my cross review. It has lots of curse words in it.
3 horse cocks out of 4.
Yeah.
3 horse cocks and a soft out of 4.
I was really expecting some sound bites from Derek as he was reading throughout the show.
Oh, that's nasty. He's got a strong stomach.
I do. It wasn't too bad. Actually, that word bubble I read just there with the N word and queer and all that was I would just flip to that, and that was arguably the probably worst word bubble I've read in hours upon hours. So don't read cross.
Well, that's because you spend all day on the internet.
Exactly. I read some nasty shit, man.
I mean, on Facebook you can read that every 20 minutes if you really want to.
Right.
Go on Xbox Live and you can hear it.
Right. A 14-year-old
From a 12-year-old who apparently fucked my mom.
Again?
Apparently,
Fuck, your mom's really putting out for 14-year-olds.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of those on Xbox Live.
I want to thank Dan
Yeah, you're welcome, sir.
and Mavs
Thank you guys.
and Stupid Dan.
Oh, I'm here.
You're fucking dead, Stupid Dan!
No, I'm running.
I want to thank Dan for being late.
Yeah, fucking welcome.
Derek, thank you very much.
You're very welcome, sir.
I am your host, PigMonkey,
I'm Alex.
and that is the show.